Alright. How are you doing? Yeah, I'm off over, yeah. Cheers.
Well, it usually goes from here for the sales.
Return, please. Yeah. Piel Island lies in Morecambe Bay. It's made up of 50 acres and is around half a mile off the southern tip of the Furness Peninsula in the county of Cumbria, England. It's one of the islands of Furness, 3 of which sit near to Piel at the mouth of Walney Channel. The island is the location of Piel Castle, built by the monks of Furness Abbey in the 14th century. Piel Island has a long and interesting history and is of considerable importance in the local area, both because of its links to Furness Abbey and a major deep water harbour. There is evidence of human occupation spanning at least the last 3,000 years. Piel Island was probably visited by the Celts and later by the Romans during their conquest of Britain. The first recorded name of the island, Faldre, came from the Scandinavian settlers to the area. The name Faldre or Fovre comes from the Old Norse for Fire Island, meaning a fire beacon to guide boats. Faldre may have been used as a foddering place for the settlers' grazing animals. Well, I didn't have time to do an intro as I had to jump straight on the ferry, but I've just arrived at Piel Island. Piel Island off Barrow and Furness, and this place looks impressive. I'm excited to be here. Like, all that's on this island is a pub, which is up here, we'll see in a minute. There's a castle, and there's 3 houses, and that's it. Tiny little island, Piel Island. Check it out, guys, come visit sometime. It's cost me £6 on the ferry return, which is banging, really. So yeah, we're here. Let's go check out Piel Island and Piel Castle. So here's the pub, the Ship Inn. Still open for business, that's good to know. I'll be having a cheeky pint in there or out here in a bit. So yeah, we'll be back. As you can see, there's a few tents set up on this island. You can actually camp here, from what I've read on the internet, for £5 a night, which is banging. And you can camp anywhere. You can camp in the castle, from what I've heard. So yeah, I'm gonna come back here and camp for a couple of nights at some point. What a stunning place. I'm buzzing to be here. Proper buzzing. But yeah, we're getting to these castle ruins anyway. Well, I can't do a video about an island with a long and interesting history without talking about the island's past. So, let's go back to 1127, Piel Island given to Savoyard monks. In 1127 AD, Faldre Island, now known as Piel Island, was given by King Stephen to the Abbot of Savigny in Normandy as part of the lands to establish an abbey in Furness, Furness Abbey. Wow. (1148) Cistercian Abbey. In 1148 AD, Furness Abbey became a Cistercian abbey, after which it grew significantly in importance. Faldre Island met the needs of the Cistercian monks for a safe harbour and was soon after used to house cargoes for Furness Abbey, including trade with Ireland. My first impressions of this place is it's just like a different world. It's amazing. surrounded by water, beautiful views, and just the isolation of an island with a castle on it and a pub. Good stuff, really good stuff. The weather's beautiful. I'm just overwhelmed. I love my castles, I love a castle, but a castle on an island is like next level for me. I'm just buzzing. I'm buzzing. So yeah.
1300, Piel Castle established. Piel Castle was first built as a motte and bailey castle in the early 14th century. It's thought to have been built for Furness Abbey to protect their trading goods and cargoes safe from pirates and raiders. Over time the fortification were extended using cobbles from the island and red sandstone from the mainland. (1423) Smuggling monks of Furness Abbey. The monks of Furness Abbey became involved in smuggling and used Piel Island and the castle for this purpose. In 1423, a petition from the merchants in the English-controlled port of Calais, France, was issued accusing Furness Abbey of smuggling wool from Piel without paying the necessary taxes.
I have to take a chill down here. Take a chill pill. These campers, man, I'm just so jealous. I'm so jealous. What a place. What a place to camp. Looks bloody amazing. Proper amazing. Right, let's take a break, guys. Let's take a break on this beautiful beach site. Not very good. I think that might have been free. Not free. That was free, that was better. That was a lot better. That is like diamond for the skimming world, look at that. Can we do a good job of it? Probably not. Right guys, I've chilled out too long probably. I could just chill there forever. It's beautiful. It's such good weather for like... We're in early September now. We haven't had a summer this year really. So this is our last dregs of it. But yeah, it's a nice bloody day. Wow. I'd love to see what this castle like looked like in its, you know, in its prime, in its peak. I bet it was proper sick. Another thing I've noticed is like it's all built out of like just rocks, stones from the beach. It's not like they've crafted stone to make blocks to build it. It's just whatever they can find. I've seen a few places like this. A lot of churches on the coasts from where I'm from in Yorkshire are like this. They've built with the resources they had close to them.
June the 5th, 1487. Simnel's army lands on Piel Island in Furness. Lambert Simnel, a 10-year-old boy, had been proclaimed as the true heir to the throne by supporters of the House of York in a rebellion against King Henry VII. Following a coronation in Ireland, the rebel army landed on Piel Island in Furness and were joined by some English supporters before marching south. The castle was built in 1327 by John Cockerham, the powerful abbot of Furness Abbey. The abbot based his castle on the remains of an earlier simple fort established during the reign of King Stephen. The castle was partly dismantled in 1403 but was rebuilt in 1429. It was left to moulder after that, and by 1537 it was in ruins. When Furness Abbey was suppressed by Henry VIII in 1537, the castle passed to the crown, but Henry and his heirs did nothing to repair the crumbling fortress.
Right, pub time, pint time.
In the 18th century, a pub, the Ship Inn, and pilot houses were built at the southern end of the island. In 1920, the Duke of Buccleuch gave the entire island to the people of Barrow-in-Furness as a memorial to the dead of World War I.
Pretty nice in here.
One of the most enduring aspects of the Ship Inn is the tradition of the King of Piel. The tradition holds that each new landlord is crowned King of Piel in a ceremony of uncertain origin, in which they sit in an ancient chair, wearing a helmet and holding a sword, while alcohol is poured over their head. In early versions of the ceremony, they also wore oilskins. The early written references to the King of Piel are in the first Visitors Book, which started in 1856. The early evidence for the ceremony is a graffiti carved into the chair. The ceremony is said to be due to the landing of Lambert Simnel in 1487 and is most likely to have begun as a slightly mocking homage to this event. By the 19th century, it had become an important aspect of the island's history to such an extent that responsibility for looking after the helmet and chair fell within the tenancy agreement.
What a place to have a pint, eh? Probably the best place I've ever had a pint, I'd say. So guys, I've just got another pint in the pub. I'm now waiting for my ferry. Piel Island overall, incredible, absolutely incredible. I much recommend you come visit here. Here next summer camping, 2 or 3 days, 100% beautiful. Cheers, buddy. Thanks for the ride and that, mate. Keep it up.
I'm up for it on the internet.
Yeah, yeah, I'll put it out there. Well, I'm back on dry land. Hiya.
Hi. Beautiful day.
It's lovely. I'm back on dry land, thank God. I mean, like I say, I'd love to stay there. I'd love to stay there for the night, but I can't. I don't have the supplies. I don't, you know what I mean? Next summer, we're off. We're going, guys. How would you think about that? Like 3 days on Piel Island video. Sound good to you? Yeah, we'll do this. We'll do it. It's been a good adventure as that. Like, honestly, really good day. Right, guys, in a bit.